Okay, getting started with pre-made Kahoots. Let's start by typing Kahoot in any search engine, and this is the link that comes up. And if you don't already have an account, you're going to press sign up, and you can sign up with Google. I'm a teacher. Go through the steps, and you sign up with Google. However, if you already have an account, you can just press login. And this is our main dashboard. You don't have to, it may look a bit overwhelming, but it's really not. There's just a few things you should know. It's really just this menu up here. This is your home where you can create your own Kahoots. These are just news feeds. This is the Discover tab. That's where you can discover thousands and thousands of pre-made Kahoots. It's probably the best resource that this has. You can search anything you want right here. Let's put algebra. Or instead of searching, you can also browse by subject, grade level, and even more. Okay. Up here on this tab where it says Kahoots, those are going to be where all of the Kahoots that you make are. Okay, right now we don't have any. Okay, so let's go to the Discover button. Let's pick biology, environmental and genetic influences. When we click it, there are already 15 pre-made questions. Each question has an image right next to it. We have a few options here. If you look to the left, we can play this with a class right now, or we can edit it. Click this button right here, or you can share it, star it, duplicate it, preview it. If you click this button right up here, show answers, shows you all of the correct and incorrect answers. So let's say we really like this Kahoot. We want to make it our own. Let's edit it. You're not the owner of this Kahoot. You can duplicate it and edit or create a new Kahoot. Now here are your options when you're creating a Kahoot. There's a settings button up here where you can edit the title, description. You can even paste a YouTube link for the lobby video. And you can make everyone be able to see it, or only you. Let's say we loved everything about this Kahoot except for one question. And by the way, these are the questions on the left-hand side when you're editing a Kahoot. It's almost like a Google Slides presentation. Let's say there's one question we didn't like. We didn't like this true-false question. One way to delete that question is to just, on the left-hand side of the screen, there's a delete button. Click that. Another thing we can do is edit the question. We can edit the text of the question here. We can remove or change the image. We can make it larger. We can change the number of points. the number of times students have to answer the question. And we can also change the answers and whether or not it's a correct answer. So those are the basic editing options to create a Kahoot. Say we like this and we're done with it. Press done. Now if you take a look at the Kahoots tab, you will see that our Kahoot is here. Now in order to play the Kahoot, but to play it, click play. And we're going to start by playing the regular Kahoot game. We'll talk about the self-paced learning in a second. So click teach. Now, if you're in a classroom with without one-to-one devices, team versus team is good for shared devices. But if you have one-to-one devices in the classroom, or even for distance learning, you can play classic. Some other game options you may want to look at. You can randomize the order of questions. I like that one. Of answers, I apologize, and of questions. We'll leave it on answers, though. And two-step join, rejoin after every game. Some of these are helpful. What you do is you press classic. And now it is here where this pin is all your students need to play a game. They have to go to Kahoot.it or download the Kahoot app and enter this pin. Now this is the student view. We're waiting for the game to start. This is the teacher view. There's Vega. It's a bad name. You can cross it out. We can start when we're ready, but we're going to wait until more people join. Okay, now that we have 2 people that joined, we'll start the game. But right now you can turn the music off or change the music and make it mute. So right now, the students are answering. You can see right here, 1 student answered, and we're waiting for the second student to answer. If the second student doesn't answer before the time is up, we move on. So 1 person got it wrong, no one got it right, okay? If other people want to join the game while this game is going on, they can go to Kahoot.it and type this pin in. And we're going to hit the next button. Now, let's try one more, and you can look at it from the student's point of view. So this is meant for everyone to be in the same room at the same time. Hit the next button. This is what the student sees. The student doesn't see anything. They see the question on the board, and now they see the answers on the board. So everyone's forced to look at that same board. And then when they see an answer they like, they press their button. They wait until the question is over. What happens is the teacher presses next, and the students still have this screen, but the teacher has a leaderboard. So that's basically how it works. So those are the basic menu options in Kahoot. That's how you set up an account, discover pre-made Kahoots, and play the game. And don't forget, to share a Kahoot with anyone, you first have to make it visible to everyone. If it's on private, like so, and you click this button to share, you can only share it with another Kahoot user. But if you make it public and then you click share, you can copy this link or tweet it, share it directly to your Google Classroom, email it, so on and so forth. And that's how you copy the link of a Kahoot.